What's up, everybody? Kramzer here. Got an album review coming at ya. Can't let Jason and Joe have all of the fun, and there's just too much good music out there right now to hold a tight tongue over. We're going to talk about Animal Collective's Time Skiffs. Came out this past Friday. I am the resident Animal Collective lover on the channel. Pretty sure Joe is not too enthusiastic. Jason is above Joe, but nowhere near comparison to my fandom. I've nominated them several times with several 5-star albums. This one's no different. 5 stars. I think this is a masterpiece. This is my first 4-star plus score of 2022, which makes this a pretty big front runner to win the whole damn year for me. Now, here's the deal with this album. It is probably a great introduction to the band if you've never really heard them before. That said, they still aren't the easiest band to get into. They have a very unique sound blended with psychedelia and kind of craziness and a lot of reliance on ambience, but they mix in these melodies in this sort of bizarre pop song structure into this cloud of, unique sonic textures, which is awesome. If you already like Animal Collective, you will probably really enjoy this one. It's a big throwback record to their mid to late 2000s days. Pieces of Feels, pieces of Post Merryweather, pieces of Strawberry Jam, all over this. They even bring back that beautiful, majestic, starry guitar tone from Feels and Strawberry Jam, highlighted on the album's closing track, Royal and Desire. It's awesome. This album is not nearly as bombastic and crazy as some of their more recent work. It's very chilled out, doesn't have that raucous, radical circus pumping sound into your brain all the time. Far less turbulent in its nature. And even in the way the band is operating, you don't get those clashes of vocal dominance between all the singers. You get this really lush vocal layering and combos, or simply everyone's just getting out of their way. So it's a lot more accessible and a lot more straightforward than pretty much anything they've done in a long time. They stay away from a lot of the big tangents and elongated atmospheric experiments, though you still get that fluttering about here on this album. It really works as a really good distilled flat plane in a good way. It allows the nuance and the ambience to settle in more, and the songs are more accessible because of that. Gorgeous melodies. The harmonies kind of harken back to CSNY and Beach Boys a little bit. And it's kind of all blended through this postmodern slushy that is their sound, without any regard to anything on the radio or music in general, which is really cool. First 2 tracks are kind of beautifully placed on the album to reel you in. They're a little bit more straightforward, a little bit poppier. The song Prester John, in particular, has this really cool 60s, more serious psychedelia vocal treatment that's really cool. The song Strung With Everything is incredibly catchy. It's one of the more cheerful tracks on it. Really sounds like something from Strawberry Jam. It's got a cool, beachy feel to it, which I really dig. And the album feels like this you're, slightly buzzed on, a beachside vacation on, another planet. It's really cool, really relaxed, not slow-moving, but it's just very steady all the way through. Anchoring everything on this album is the really unique percussion full of bells, whistles, xylophones, vibraphones, and I always love the drum work on Animal Collective albums because it's so irregular, but it also, creates melodies within just the rhythmic cycle of the drums. The tubular hits on the opening track are almost Christmassy sounding. The songs work really well on their own, but it's also a great album experience as a whole. It's truly wonderful. It's a very blissful album. A lot of their more recent work is just crazy. It's very over the top. It's very intense. This one is just relaxed. It's got a chill wave nature to it. And just so many hooks. It's awesome. It's a really good piece of escapism that's just kind of what you need right now, and I think it's fantastic. They have several 5-star albums from me. A lot, actually. They're a top 10 band for me, and this right now is my favorite album of the year. I've listened to it a bunch. I'm going to try to not listen to it as much in the next few months, because when it comes time to give out our awards for albums of the year at the end of the year, I want it to be fresh in my mind. I don't want to get burnt out on this. I want to give its credit due towards the end of the year. So, I think it's a great album to start off with if you don't really know Animal Collective. I know I've talked with Jason, and one of the singles released he really liked and said it was one of his more favorite Animal Collective songs. I don't know if the guys will get around to reviewing this, but I'm very excited to see what Jason says. I'm also excited to see what you guys think in there. I know there's a few Animal Collective fanatics in our comments sometimes, so let's talk about that. It's great if you love them already. It's a good album to start if you don't. 5 stars for Time Skiffs by Animal Collective. Let's see where it falls at the end of the year. Thanks for watching Tastes Like Music. Stick around for more album reviews to come. David Bowie week starting now, and then we got Songs of the Year on Friday. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Check us out on Patreon, as Joe would say, Patreon for the rest of us. We would love your support. If not, thanks for watching, and check out our merchandise store. Get a cool mug or sweatshirt or something that has our awesome logo on it, done by Jason. Talk to you guys later. Let me know what you think of the album in the comments. Bye-bye.